Shalom. Today I'd like to show you a Bible code called the living cell. This Bible code is found in the book of Genesis from chapter 35 to 44. And this is the access term here in the red going up, the living cell. And it's found at a skip of 888 letters. The living cell is one of the greatest mysteries of life. How did life actually begin? The Bible tells us in the very first verse of Genesis that in the beginning Elohim created the heavens and the earth. Acts chapter 17 verse 24 says that Elohim made the world and everything in it. Many verses tell us that Yeshua was the creator and the initiator of the heavens and the earth. We have Yeshua here in this blue going to the right. And then it goes to the left if you start here, Yod, He, Wah, He. Creator or maker is in this green, going to the right. And we have it a second time down further below the access term, going to the right as well. Initiator or originator is here in the white background with the green lettering. And then twice we have the word for life, and it's in the light green here, going to the right. And we have it up here, and it's crossing over the access term and sharing the yod. Scripture teaches us that Yeshua is also the creator. John chapter 1 verse 3 tells us that all things were made through him, and without him nothing was made that was made. In the Greek language, as with the Hebrew language, letters have a numerical value. The numerical value of Yeshua in the Greek language is 888, which is the skip of our access term, the living cell. Yeshua appears twice here in this line. It starts here, Yod, Shin, Wah, Ayin, and then it goes back the other way, starting here, Yod, Shin, Wah, Ayin. And then another name for Yeshua is Yehusha, and it's in this dark purple, going up diagonal. And all three names, Yeshua, the two Yeshuas, and the Yehusha, are sharing the Shin. The living cell has a divine origin. Life came from the source of all life. Yahuwah and Yeshua are the rulers of the kingdom of life. Twice we have the word divine, and it's here in the mauve color, and it's also here in the mauve, one line down. Elohai, sharing a letter in another word. The word kingdom is here in the gold lettering, in the same line as Elohai. Both Yahuwah and Yeshua are called the first and the last, the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega. It could also be said the Aleph and the Tah, which are the first and last letters of the Hebrew alphabet. Aleph Tah in the ancient pictograph Hebrew means strength of the covenant. So the Aleph Tah represents the creator. Interestingly, cell in the Hebrew is spelled Ta Aleph, which is backwards from the Aleph Tah. It is a reflection of the Aleph Tah. We living cells are to reflect the living El. Genesis chapter 1 verse 27 tells us that Elohim created men and women in the image of himself. We are meant to be a reflection of him. And that verse says, so El created man in his own image. In the image of El, he created him. Male and female, he created them. The microscope was invented and developed in the 15 and 1600s by men such as Zacharias Janssen, Hans Lippershey, and Robert Hooke. It was Robert Hooke who coined the word cell. Another man, Anton van Leeuwenhoek, was the first to see a single-celled organism in a drop of pond water. How breathtaking and spectacular it must have been to see this tiny cell for the first time. Living cells can be quite complex and they show signs of intelligent design. We have the word microscope in the black at the bottom left. Breathtaking or spectacular is in this pink lettering spanning across the top of the table. Complex is in this brown crossing over the access term. And design is in this peach color going up diagonal. Scientists in the field of biology and chemistry have been studying and examining cells now for hundreds of years. It has become a fairly well-developed science. The word chemistry is in this orange lettering, and it's the word that's sharing the hay in divine. Tested or examining is here, going down. And the word science is in this orange, going down diagonal. And so if you do follow the science, it leads to the creator, to an intelligent designer. Yeshua created male and female in each species that match perfectly for reproduction. New life begins after the female experiences ovulation and the egg is met by the seed that in turn fertilizes the egg. This combination of two single cells goes through the embryonic stage and continues developing until its eventual birth. We have the word to match here going up. And if you look closely, it has ta aleph, which is the word cell. Ovulation is here in this pink going down, the same skip as the access term. The word egg is in this pink, sharing the yod in chemistry. The word seed is in this blue going down. And then we have embryonic here in this teal, spanning across the top. Now it's interesting, if you look at where the egg is here going across, and then the seed is coming down, where they intersect here, we have aleph ta, or ta aleph. And it's also in the same section where it says divine. It also intersects in the same area that it says design and creator. Scripture tells us in Leviticus 17, verse 11, that life is in the blood. The rhythm or sequence of our heartbeat is amazing. It keeps our blood pumping throughout our entire body. We have the word blood here going up these three letters. And then Jonathan, the code searcher, identified this phrase here that's right beside the access term. And it means sequence or rhythm of the heart or the heartbeat, right beside the living cell. Another thing that allows cells to live is the atmosphere we find here on Earth. There is a perfect combination of oxygen, hydrogen, carbon dioxide, etc. in the air around us to support life. The word atmosphere is here in this light teal color, going up diagonal. We are able to reflect our Creator in many different ways. We are capable of thoughts and ideas and personal reflection. We have a soul and a spirit. And when Adam was first created, Elohim breathed into him the Ruach, the spirit of life. 2 times we have the word thought or reflection here in the yellow. And then down right below it in the yellow. And it's sharing a resh in the word ruach. And ruach is the spirit or the breath. Ruach also appears here in the red, going down, sharing the het in the living cell. The verse that has the ruach right here that I've highlighted, it is from Genesis chapter 41, verse 38. And it says, "Can we find such a one as this is, a man in whom the spirit of Elohim is?" We all at some point in our lives ask those existential questions, such as, who am I? Where did we come from? And what is life all about? I believe there is much evidence to support intelligent design and the creation story that's found in the Bible. It is more credible and reliable than the theory of evolution, where things evolve from lower and simpler organisms to newer and more complex ones. True science does not support this theory. If it were true, where did all this new information in the cells come from? It breaks the very law of thermodynamics, which says that things break down over time, not become more complex. And there are so many different kinds of cells in our world, and I believe that they all share a common, amazing creator. The word existential is in this dark green, and then the word evidence is here in the blue lettering. Credible or reliable is here in this blue and going down. The living cell is from the living L. And that concludes this presentation. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Shalom.